Dear students, now we will study about zippers. In the last class, we have studied about sewing threads. In the last class, we have studied about sewing threads. Uh, so, zippers should be checked for the following dimensions. So, zipper means zip, a simple zip, that is known as zipper. Dimensions: check for the correct width of tape. If it isn't correct, the machine will run off. Measure overall length with the zipper closed from the extreme ends of metal. Tape extension should be as specified. Top and bottom stops should be fastened securely. Zipper tape should be uniform in color if that is important. Zipper shape tape should be uniform in color. So color should be uniform. Zipper should not cause wrinkling or puckering after it is sewn in the garment. The zipper should not cause wrinkling or puckering. Can a zipper be washed and or dry cleaned? Will it fade? Will the slider deform under pressing or ironing? So this is one more checking point. Zipper, can it be washed and or dry cleaned? If it can be washed and dry cleaned, that will be good. Will it fade? Will it fade or not? Check the force it takes to pull open the zipper. Check the force it takes to pull open the zipper sideways. Pull tab should be affixed firmly to the slider body. Slider should ride freely but must not be so free that it is loose on the chain. Check also to be sure the slider locks securely. There are various test methods for testing zippers, and these are covered in later in the chapter 5 on testing. So the following insert avoid zippering problems is a reprint of the bulletin on zippers prepared by the Technical Advisory Committee of the AMA, published in May 1979 issue of Bobbin, a monthly magazine for the apparel industry, and reproduced here with the permission of the Bobbin Publications Incorporated, Columbia, SC, USA. SC means South Carolina. NC means North Carolina. I'm just telling in case you want to go to America. You know how many states are there in America? We have 50 states. I can tell at least 10 names. Okay, 10-15 names probably. So in some of them are South Carolina, North Carolina. In North Carolina, there is a famous textile institute. Okay, let me talk about this because it is important for your career in future life. So those of you who are interested in going to America, in North Carolina we have a PhD and master's degree. You can study there in North Carolina. North Carolina State University, I think, as far as I remember. NCSU, yeah, that's right. North Carolina State University. NCSU.edu. North Carolina State University. NCSU.edu. edu. Visit the website. And next one is so now I will talk about this is more important for me because you are all final year students. Next one is Georgia. Georgia Tech University. Georgia is a state. So please search with the title names Georgia State University. I don't remember the website addresses of all the things. I have studied in University of Tennessee, Knoxville, utk.edu. UTK, University of Tennessee, Knoxville .edu. utk.edu. This is there in Tennessee State. One more university is Kentucky University. So these are all the universities where you can study masters in textile science, nonwovens, textile chemistry, textile technology, and so many other things, other bifurcations of textile industry. And one more university is Kentucky University. This is there in Kentucky University is there in Lexington, I think. Please search on the Google to find out the universities names and try to prepare for them. Lexington, Kentucky University, Lexington. And the other one is Nebraska University. Kentucky is a state, so Kentucky University. You all have heard Kentucky Fried Chicken, so that's the same thing. Next one is Nebraska. Nebraska, it's Lincoln. I think the place name is Lincoln. Nebraska University. Nebraska, Nebraska University. And Indiana University. Bloomington. Indiana, Indiana, Indiana University, Bloomington. So this is another university. So far I have told you about North Carolina State University, Georgia University, University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Kentucky State University, and Kentucky State University, and Nebraska University, Indiana University. So please, I have remembered so many universities names. So please try to study there after getting GRE TOEFL exams and good academics. So coming to subject, avoiding zipper problems. This is whatever I am going to read is a reprint from the American Apparel Manufacturers Association and it is prepared by Technical Advisory Committee of the American Apparel Manufacturers Association. So funnily it says Bobbin. Bobbin is the monthly magazine name. I don't know whether it still exists. So he has reprinted it in our textbook with the permission from the Bobbin Publications Columbia, South Carolina, USA. So from here I have SC USA, South Carolina. From the SC USA, from here I have deviated for your good North Carolina, Nebraska, all those universities I have told. So next I will read about avoiding zipper problems. Most zipper failures in garments are the results of improper installation methods in the sewing room. Questionable garment design or construction. Incorrect product application. Factory and or retail customer abuse. As a mechanically operational device, a zipper is the most sophisticated component of apparel and thus is acutely vulnerable to human error. This is especially true in factories that use continuous zipper chain and perform the gapping, bottom stopping, and slidering operations in-house. So, zipper is the most sophisticated component of apparel. What does it mean? It is very technically high-end technology. Zipper, it looks very simple, but it is lot of technologies involved in the same small zipper. Very technical. Why? You have to have slider. Slider has to go through and it has to close the shirt or rain jacket or pant, and while closing it has to bring the two sides together. So everybody thinks so technology is, it looks simple, but it is not simple. It is very highly sophisticated. So please understand that. Next, slider direction. The slider must run in a specific direction. On metal chain, the points of the teeth must face towards the open end of the zipper. On metal chain, the points of the teeth must face towards the open end of the zipper. Corrected direction is more difficult to determine with plastic chain, but in both cases arrows are usually printed on the tapes that point towards the top open end. So it's the same thing that I told you. So there are two kinds of zippers: metal zippers, plastic chain and metal chain. So in arrows are usually printed on the tapes that point towards the top open end. So right side up. Next one, right side up. So I am showing you the diagram. This is the diagram of the zipper. So right side up. On plastic coil and extruded tooth chain, the slider should be mounted with the pull tab on the same side as the printing on the tapes. Some coil zipper is not symmetrical, therefore making slider mounting obvious. Side to side orientation is not critical with metal or molded chain. So this is one more point. Stabilization. Most zipper tapes contain some percentage of cotton or cotton blend yarns in order to provide a dense anti-sleazy construction. So zippers contain cotton. A resin treatment option is available for permanent press or low shrink applications. So a resin treatment can be given to zipper for permanent press or low shrink applications, which is commonly referred to as stabilization. So what does it mean by stabilization? Stabilization means resin treatment given to zipper for permanent press or low shrink applications. This process consists of applying a material to the chain which, when cured with a specified temperature time relationship, will impart synthetic qualities to the cotton at some sacrifice of strength. Resin treated chain is available in either a semi cured or fully cured state to match similarly treated textiles. The use of fully cured chain with semi-cured textile will result in tape degradation when the assembly is subjected to a final cure. Also, the use of resin treated chain in a garment that receives resin treatment as an assembly will subject the tape to double debridement, resulting in degradation of the cotton yarns. So this is about stabilization. Stabilization is simply giving resin treatment to zipper for permanent press or shrink, low shrink applications. Slider and chain combinations. This is one more heading. Every zipper manufacturer has a large stable of slider and chain available for most applications. Materials vary from lightweight plastic through the family of metals such as zinc, steel, brass, and nickel combined with silver. Slider action covers a spectrum from non-lock, pin lock, cam lock, flange lock, flip lock, and auto lock. Slider action covers a spectrum from, so these are the terms that we need to understand: non-lock, pin lock, cam lock, flange lock, flip lock, and auto lock. So I'll just try to get one. So this is the problem with textile. You see women all the time. So cam lock. This is cam lock. That's what they say. Cam lock. So these are different kinds of slider action. So this is slider for that. This is, please understand, this is slider, and it is cam lock. And let's go to pin lock. This is pin lock zipper. So this is pin lock zipper. That's what they say. I don't find any difference between pin lock and cam lock, but garment people should know about all these things. We have studied textile technology, not garment technology. still we are able to do some work. Flange lock. So this is flange lock. So it's very interesting. Even that's what the author talked about. It is very sophisticated. Even in the slider action, there are 6 types. What are the 6 types? Non-lock. Please, I am not the one who is going to get a job in garment industry. You are the persons in getting a job in garment industry, and you are already training in garment industry. So please, when you are there, if you are watching the video today or tomorrow, please try to understand the difference between non-lock, pin lock, cam lock, flange lock, flip lock and auto lock. So I am showing for your benefit. So next, flip lock. This is flip lock zipper. It don't say anywhere. It does don't say flip lock. So you guys try to find the difference between all these locks. So this is auto lock zipper. So these are different kinds of zippers and sliders and locking positions of these things. And now we will go to, I want to see what this non-lock is. This is non-lock zipper. So these are different slider and chain combinations. So chain is different, slider is different. Both of them put together is called a zipper. So I have tried to tell you some of the zippers, and so this is the difference between you and me. What is the difference? You are training in industry and I am not expertise. You are working in industry, in garment industry, and I am not working there. We should be given a training in garment industry so that we learn all these things. Next, handling and processing zipper. So zipper's chain should be stored at a moderate temperature and humidity. Long-term storage at elevated temperatures can cause some tape-yarn deterioration, especially with resin treatment. Excessive tension or shock loading of zipper chain during processing can affect dimensions and cause latent shrinkage. Excessive tension or shock loading of zipper chain during processing can affect dimensions and cause latent shrinkage. Running more than one manufacturer's chain simultaneously can result in accidental mixing of components. So handling and processing of zipper. This is one more topic. It should be stored at a moderate temperature and moderate humidity. Excessive temperature for long time can cause deterioration and can damage the chain, zipper chain, slider chain, zipper chain. because it is resin treated. Next, excessive tension should not be present during process because it will affect dimensions. Dimensions means the width or length or thickness of the chain or zipper or slider may vary. That's called, it's called latent shrinkage. Latent shrinkage means width wise. Latent has different meanings. Latent heat. I have studied physics, so in physics class in intermediate. So latent heat means it is hidden. So latent has different kinds of meaning. So try to understand the latent talent. That's also one word. Latent talent means talent is there inside, but it is not coming out. So that is latent talent. Running more than one manufacturer's chain simultaneously can result in accidental mixing of components. So if you are running, if some K company is running suppose if some K company is running 2 to 3 raw materials of fabrics and 2 components, more than one manufacturers, then it will be problematic. Why? Because they mix with each other, and because of this accidental mixing of components may occur. So that is one more thing. Next one is ratcheting. I will show you the diagram for ratcheting. This is the diagram of ratcheting. So this is the act of forcing the slider down the chain by pulling the two open halves apart. Although some sliders are designed to ratchet, this action does damage, degrades the teeth, and with positive locking sliders the chain is destroyed. Ratcheting occurs in the sewing room, finishing, and at industrial laundries when the operator wants to open the garment fast. Retail users can ratchet a slider by not fully opening the zipper when putting or removing the garment, as a deliberate act to allow return or unwanted item. So I will read one more time. So welders always use internet, which is very good. Ratcheting zipper. So we have, please, one thing I want to tell you. We have ratchet wheel in 7-wheel take-up motion. I hope you remember. So ratchet has different connotations in different subjects. So this is not correct. So let us forget about it. So I will take out the screen so that okay. So this is the one. So zipper we are talking about. This is the act of ratcheting, is the act of forcing the slider down the chain by pulling the two open halves apart. Although some sliders are designed to ratchet, this action does damage, degrades the teeth, and with positive locking sliders the chain is destroyed. Ratcheting occurs in the sewing room, finishing, and at industrial laundries when the operator wants to open the garments fast. Retail users can ratchet a slider by not fully opening the zipper. Retail users can ratchet a slider by not fully opening the zipper when putting on or removing the garment, or as a deliberate act to allow return of an unwanted item. I am trying to understand the word ratcheting. So ratcheting occurs in the sewing room, finishing, and in industrial laundries when the operator wants to open the garment fast. So ratcheting means opening the garment. Okay, I understood. Completely opening the zip. That is ratcheting. Okay, that's what I understood. So next, shear. So I will show you the ratcheting diagram one more time after reading this. So please see it. So this is ratcheting. I hope you understood something better than me at least. Shear. This is the act of attempting to shift one half of the chain with respect to the other half after the slider is mounted. It occurs when an operator tries to adjust the waistband adjustment without first removing the slider and usually results in permanent damage. So shear means it is an act of attempting to shift one half of the chain with respect to the other half after the slider is mounted. It occurs when operator tries to adjust the waistband alignment without first removing the slider and usually results in permanent damage. So shear means one half of the slider is when you attempt to shift it from the other half after the slider is mounted. So this causes damage. Let me try to understand it by if we have any online for this. Interestingly, we have so much shear on the types of shear joint junctions. We have so many zipper types. It is up to you to read all these things. So many things. Dextral closing zipper. Dextral means right hand. So dextral means right hand. Sinister means left hand. I already told you my word power made easy students all these things. This dexterity and sinister. So dextral means right hand. So here right hand chain and left hand chain. There are two chains. You observe two chains here. This is right, this is left. So that is dextral closing zipper, dextral shear zone, dextral freeway, dextral shear zone, dextral opening zipper, Pure opening zipper, sinistral opening zipper. Pure opening zipper means that is different. Sinistral opening zipper, sinistral shear zone, sinistral freeway, sinistral shear zone, sinistral closing zipper. If I have time, I would have understood all these things, but unfortunately I don't have time because I have to do other things in the college also. So please understand. You please, I am flabbergasted. I am surprised. I am amazed by this simple shear distortion. There are so many things. We have 10 diagrams. Types of shear junctions. So, dear students, I am amazed at the technology this zipper has. Even the small zipper has so many things. I already told you this is most sophisticated in a garment. Everything else is also sophisticated, but this is highly sophisticated. SOPHISTICATED, sophisticated. So this is shear zone junctions. I want to read all these things but I don't have time. So this is another diagram, shear. You see, this is one more diagram. So please go through all these things. When you have time, please go through all these things. Internet is a very big ocean. It's an ocean of knowledge. So dextral, sinistral. First you try to understand what is dextral and what is sinistral. I am able to tell you because I have read word power made easy. Dexter means right hand, sinistral means left. Maybe it will have another meanings. For your understanding, I am telling you this also. Please go through. Dexterity means skill, with skill. Right hand people are skilled generally. Skill in performing task. You understand? So this is for your confirmation. I am just showing you online. So Dexter means some movie is coming. This is the problem. You see, situated on the right. So please go through word power made easy by Norman Lewis. Similarly, sinister. See here, left hand side. Do you understand? So this is about right hand side and left hand side. This, how did I tell all this? We are coming from shear in zippers, from the dexter and sinister, and from that we are coming to word power made easy. So please buy this book and read so that you will get interest in. This is very cheap book. It's very useful book. It's very cheap book. but I don't. Maybe I got interest in English by reading this book because I found the root words. I got interest and I studied for GRE and TOEFL. Similarly, I am hoping you will get interest by reading this book. It will talk about root words. Dexter means right hand side. Dexterity means skillful, because generally we do skillful actions with right hand. I can lift this cell phone with right hand. Cell phone we can with left hand also, but if it is very heavy computer or some fan or something, we cannot lift with left hand. So sinister means negative thinking. It is also meaning harmful. So here I told you about right hand and left hand and dexterity and sinisterity and word power made easy. I think we are done with today's class. Thanks to God. Now we will see after some more time in the next class.